Hey everybody, follow these 5 simple steps to help you eat better, perform better, and reach your goals in regard to body weight and body composition. I know that most of y'all out there have your nutrition dialed in. You know exactly what you're doing and where you're going. I would say to you, keep doing that. I'm not trying to get you or anybody out there to change what you're doing. I'm doing this video because nutrition has played a big role in my career, in my longevity on a fire truck. Nutrition is number 5 on my list of 8 considerations for having a long career in the fire service. Nutrition is something we need to talk about. If there's people out there who don't even know where to begin with a nutrition plan, this video is for you. As a disclaimer, I'm definitely not perfect. I do make mistakes in my nutrition, but then I try to regroup and get right back on track as quickly as possible. Step 1, we need a goal. Before we even talk about a particular diet, we need a goal. We need to take aim. If we aren't aiming at something in particular, we're just wandering around lost. Think about what is your ideal body weight? What is your ideal body composition? A lot of times in life, it's easier to leave things like this undefined. If I define my goals, then I also am defining the circumstances for my failure. So that can be hard to deal with. But if you want to be successful with a nutrition plan, you want to improve your health and performance, we have to set goals. We have to take aim. There must be parameters for our success. It's a good idea to have goals related to body weight, to body composition. You can also have goals related to performance, to health and longevity. And be as specific as you can. Instead of just saying, I want to lose weight, you might say, I want to weigh this much on this date. Be as specific as possible. Step 2 is the rules. What diet are we specifically going to follow? The goal is the destination. The rules are like the roadmap of how we're going to get there. We need to decide what, when, and how much we're going to eat. There are so many theories and ideas of what is the best way to eat for health and performance. We could talk ourselves around the world and in a circle and we'd still be in the same place. I am not going to tell you in this video what rules to follow, but I firmly believe there should be rules in how you approach nutrition. For me personally, I could write my personal diet book in 2 sentences. Do eat real food, like things that grow, meat, and dairy. Do not eat foods like processed sugar, processed flour, and processed vegetable oils. Close the book. Step number 4 is logistics. How are we actually going to get this done as far as planning the menu, going to the grocery store, prepping meals? We all have work and family obligations. How are we going to integrate what we're doing with our spouse, with our children, with work? And let's say you got to work a 48. Are you prepared for that? Do you have enough meals ready? If you're going to San Antonio with the family for the weekend, what is the plan? You're coming home from work. Do you have something prepped? You may have to just come home from work and watch the kids. Are you prepared for that? These are the kinds of things we have to work through in this logistics step. Step number 4 is tracking. Yes, we have to keep track of what we're doing, what we're eating, checking our body weight on a regular basis. In a past video, I recommended keeping track of what you do in the gym, the weights you're using, sets and reps in the gym. Some of my best training cycles have come at times where I'm keeping close track of my numbers in the gym, what I'm doing, and where I'm going. The same logic applies to eating. The things we do with intention, with focus, with purpose are the things that will be most successful for us. Let's say you've been on a diet for 3 months and you don't know if you've gained or lost weight. You don't know what you've been eating exactly. The whole thing is kind of pointless. We have to track what we're doing. If we establish goals, we adopt a specific diet, we set up the logistics for the diet, and then we don't track our progress, we've pretty much wasted our time. Because if we're not tracking what we're doing, then we can't go to the last step, which is evaluation. After we track our eating, body weight, body fat percentage, and any performance numbers that you're interested in, we can see if we are getting closer to our goals or not. If we're moving closer to our goals, then that's great. Let's continue to do what we're doing and then reevaluate further down the road. If we're not moving closer to our goals, we need to further analyze what we did, what went wrong, and what we need to do to fix it. As an example, let's say I'm trying to get leaner while maintaining my muscle mass. I've been following a nutrition plan for 3 months. I'm looking good. But the neighborhood kids are starting to bully me, and I have to ask my wife to open the pickle jar. So what's going on? I check my body weight. I'm down 15 pounds. That's good. But I check my body fat percentage. I've lost 8 pounds of fat and 7 pounds of muscle. And my back squat is down 30 pounds. So that's a problem. My calorie deficit is probably too big. I'm wanting to lose body fat, but maybe I'm doing it too fast, and in the process, I'm losing muscle. So I probably need to add back some calories to my diet. I need to make sure I'm getting enough protein. I need to make sure I'm working hard in the gym to add back some of that lean muscle. Lean mass for this job is critical. That is just one example of how to analyze the data that you get. You may make in your own program small tweaks, major changes, or decide to follow an entirely different plan. But that is what this is about, using the evaluation step to find out what is working, what changes you need to make, and ultimately what works for you. That's it, folks. If you are struggling with a nutrition plan or just kind of spinning your wheels, remember the 5 steps: goals, rules, logistics, tracking, and evaluation. Hopefully that was helpful to some of y'all. We'll see you next time.